Who knew that leveling up would be so fast, growing up and being vibrant? But I won't waste no time, because I'm starting to get questions for my videos, and I have a question that asks, how do you know that you are in a healthy relationship? So let's get right to it. It all depends on the level of communications. Communication is the most component part of a relationship. If you don't believe me, watch anybody who has terrible communications in their relationships. See, a lot of people think that trust is the most important part of a relationship, and it is an important part of a relationship, but we must understand that it's communication that builds trust. Communication builds trust, and then once that trust is built, y'all have a solid foundation. If y'all don't have a situation where y'all can talk to each other and have a good communication with each other, then things are going to fall to the wayside. Being able to be vulnerable with each other, being able to say, hey, I could be vulnerable with this person and know that this person won't use it against you. See, when you got a healthy communication with somebody else, when you have that, then you're able to trust somebody when you're being vulnerable with them. Listen, understand, validate, LUV. Learned that from Will Smith's channel. Listen, understand what they're saying, validate what they're saying. That's all a form of communication. The communication is your relationship. And that goes for anybody. If you have no communication, you have no relationship. Your friendship, they're not your friend. The basic components is communication. What's your relationship like with your mother? What's your relationship like with your father? Do you have healthy communications with them? If you have healthy communications with them, then you have healthy relationships with them, because everything falls into place, because we are creatures of communication. Just imagine being in a world by yourself and it's just you. Solace time is great because that's when you need God, but God also needs you to be around other people, because everybody is a tree that you could pick from, and they got the necessary fruit that you can build off of that nourishes you. So with that being said, understand this. It's not rocket science. Anybody who have a failed relationship, who went through a terrible breakup, look at how they communicated with each other. Or if you see somebody that's cheating on their spouse or their girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, you notice there's a miscommunication. Don't water yourself down by not giving them your true authentic self, because when you do that, that's miscommunication as well, because this person could think that they're doing everything right, and knowing this or feeling like they're doing everything right, they don't feel like they're doing nothing wrong. So they'll think, but you giving them a miscommunication by thinking just being okay with everything. It's okay not to be okay with everything. Don't be with somebody who make you feel like expressing yourself as an argument. You're trying to tell them what it is that you like and what you don't like, and you have every right to do that in a relationship. You should be able to say, I don't like this, this is not gonna work for me, and it should not turn into an argument. It should be listening. Why don't this person like this? Being able to put yourself in another person's shoes when they're going through this. So everything in life, if you understand, communicates with you. Your body communicates with you. If you're overeating, your body communicates with you by gaining weight. Your nature communicates with you. If you mistreat nature, nature kind of fights back by depriving us some of the things that it provides us. Everything. Your mess is a message. Then that test you're going through becomes your testimony. But a lot of us not listening to our message. When our body begins to gain so much weight and we're not listening to what our body needs or trying to get to know what it needs, then we're ignoring it. Then it leads to high blood pressure, cardiovascular, all the things. See, you got to just not only have a healthy communication with your spouse, have a healthy communication with everything. Be sure you try to, because this could mean your life. You know, a lot of altercations that happens where people get into situations where they murder each other because it was a big misunderstanding. They don't know how to communicate with other people. You go to a club, you step on somebody's shoes, and now they're ready to take you up out of here. because they don't know how to communicate better, or the person that know how to respond don't know how to de-escalate the situation. Somebody have to have a level head in the situation, so you got to have the know how to have the ability to communicate, understanding the de-escalation. I'm sorry, I stepped on your shoes. I won't let it happen again. Matter of fact, I'm going to just go ahead and just go out the way. It does not make you a punk to want to live another day. You're not a coward for being smart. And a lot of people confuse that with the two. But I kind of swayed away from the relationship. We're talking about the relationship with another person. To be in a relationship with somebody, it's just communication. That's point blank, period. So if anybody watching this video, if you want to know if you have if your relationship with your significant other, look at the communication you both share. That's not to say you guys won't argue at times. That's not to say that y'all won't have disagreements at times, but the communication is what's still healthy. Because even with great communications, y'all be able to communicate with yourselves, asking, am I tripping? Am I wrong? Am I doing the right? Am I? Let me go back and have a conversation with them. The communication is your relationship, not just with your significant other, with everything you ever have a communication with. Continue to embrace greatness and walk in positivity, and let the light in you shine so bright that it'll illuminate the path for others seeing themselves. Always go within so you don't go without. For those who need it, I hope you can read it.